Hi, I'm Ellen from Ellen O'Brien, and today I'll be teaching Blackpink's Shut Down. Keep in mind that this video is mirrored, and feel free to change up the speed of this video using the settings. Don't forget to stretch before you begin dancing, and make sure to follow us on Instagram and subscribe to our YouTube channel. Let's start! So the rhythm of the song goes like 1 and 2 and 3 and so that's how I'll be counting, okay? So we're gonna start on count 1. I'll start with the feet first. You're gonna take a step out with your right foot, and then you're gonna take another step in place with your left foot, and you're gonna bring your right foot back, and then take a step out with your left foot, step in place with your right, and step back with your left, okay? So it goes right, left, right, left, right, left. Okay, one more time. 1 and 2 and okay? And now let's add a little bit more groove to that. So when you step out, try to put out more body weight. Step out and then step back and step out and step back. Now let's add the upper body. So on 1, when you step out with our right foot, we're gonna bring up our arms. So your left arm is completely straight and facing the front, and your hand is in a fist. While your right arm, you're gonna bring it up and hit it like that, okay? So from the side view, it looks like that, and this is the front view. So it goes 1 and 2. On 2, we're now bringing up our arms from the left side and hitting it like this. So both hands are still in fist, and we're hitting it like that, and then putting it back down, okay? So it goes 1 and 2 and okay, moving on 3, we're gonna step out with our right foot right in front like that. Our left hand is gonna keep it here, and our right hand's gonna point outwards, so you're having just your index finger out, pointing outwards, and you're gonna swirl, twirl, and then it becomes an open hand and drop, okay? So that's a 3 and 4 and So on 3, it's mainly just the hand. You point it out, twirl, and then on 4, you like shut it down, okay? So as you bring down this right arm, you also sit down with your hip going towards your right side, which is actually facing the front right now. So you're gonna sit down, bend your knees a little bit, and have your arm shut it down like that. Break your wrist, okay? So it goes 4 and on the and just have your head go up, down. One more time from the top. 5, 6, 7, and 8, and 1, and 2, and 3, and 4, and For 5 and 6, we're gonna repeat the footwork that we did earlier. So it's a right, left, right, left, right, left. Okay, so exact same footwork, but the upper body is different this time. So here on 4 and we're gonna go 5 and 6 and so this time you're bringing up your arms like this, twirling your wrists as if you're like splashing a little bit of water inside. So it goes splash, splash. So it doesn't have to be super strong or anything. So you just go with the flow. 5 and 6 and okay. And at the end of the 6 and make sure we have our left foot step out just a little bit for the next move. So I'll demonstrate that. It goes 5 and 6 and On 7, take a bigger step out with our right leg. At the same time, have both right hands go up, rotate your wrist, and drop. Okay, so this is on 7 and 8. On 8, bring down both of your hands and then sit towards your left hip and then bend your knees a little bit more. So it goes 7 and 8. You can also tilt your head towards the left side, okay? 7 and 8. Moving on to the second 8 count. So this is when they sing whip it, whip it, whip it, whip it. Okay, so we're here on 7 and 8 and On the bring both of your hands in. This is a prep move. So you cross your hands and your left one is in front of your right hand, okay? So this is on 8 and I'll teach the upper body first. You go whip it, whip it, whip it. So when you hear the first whip it is when you have both of your hands go out like that. Remember to break your wrists and have your arms straight. And then slowly bring them up as you do like a shimmy shoulder move. So you go whip it, whip it, whip it. At the same time for our body. So we're here on 8 and whip it, whip it, whip it. So we're gonna shift our weight completely towards the right side, and we're gonna, since we're like doing this little shimmy, your hip can also move a little bit and also bring up your body like that. So here on 8 and whip it, whip it, whip it, whip it. On the next whip it, we want to completely switch your weight again, switch the sides. So have your hip go from the right side towards the left side, head also tilt from right to left, and if you want, you can also do like a hair flip to the other side. So it looks like this. 8 and whip it, whip it, whip it, whip it. So when you put it down, make sure you straighten your arms again, but still have your broken wrist like that, okay? So that was 8 and 1 and 2. And then we're gonna repeat this. However, this time, have your right hand come to your head and you're gonna initiate it. So it's like pulling your head that way, okay? So it goes, and 3 and 4. Okay, if you do it all together, it looks like this. 8 and whip it, whip it, whip it, whip it, and whip it, whip it, whip it, whip it. Moving on, we're gonna take 2 steps, right, left. So you just drop your arms, and then as you take right, left, your left arm is gonna come up and go right and towards the bottom left corner. So it goes up and down like that, okay? This is on counts 5 and 6 and down. And then on 7, 8 is when they switch formations, like front, back. So feel free to use these 2 steps to just walk and walk. And you do some gestures like sun down, like that, or both hands, okay? So it goes 5 and 6 and free, free, or just walk or do whatever you want. Moving on to the second half of the chorus. After we go walk, walk, now we're gonna do a body roll. So you're gonna have your left foot come up like this and this, okay? So as you pick up your left knee, you're doing a slight body roll from here to here. Body roll, okay? That's gonna be on counts 1 and 2. And for the hands, we're gonna flick your hands out like that on the previous 8 and so that's a prep move. You know how we were going like freestyle prep, and then you go zoom. So after you prep this move, you're pulling backwards. So this is the side profile view. So both hands are in the fist and you pull, okay? So 8 and 1 and 2 and so on 1 is just pulling, and then on 2, you go up like that, okay? So have both index fingers out and point upwards and slowly go up as you're doing the body roll. Okay, so we're here on 7 and 8 and 1 and 2 and here, step out with your right leg and have your hands point towards opposite direction. So your right hand going to your upper left corner while your left hand is pointing towards your bottom right corner, okay? So this is on 3 and up. So imagine yourself being like a clock. And you're like tick, tick, tick. Throughout these few moves, also make sure your head is tilted towards the left, okay? So we go and 1 and 2 and 3 and up. And then on 4, you're gonna clap. So bring both of your hands towards the front. At the same time, shift your weight towards your right side a little bit and bend your knees. After you clap, open up again, okay? So it goes 3 and clap and then as you bring down this left arm, your right arm comes up like this and body roll this way. So this time you hit like a platform here. Imagine there's a table and you're like bam, and that initiates a little chest roll where you're facing the right corner and then you're like body roll. Okay, so this is gonna be on counts 3 and 4 and 5 and 6. 6 is when they sing something about like locking the door. So you stick out your hand as if you have a key to the door right in front of you, and then you lock it and you turn it back. Okay, so this is 6 and up. So make sure your right hand still stays here and continue the body wave. So it goes 5 and 6 and then on 7, you're gonna whoo. So you're throwing everything away by straightening your left arm. It's already straight, but extend your fist out. And then you're gonna clap and slam it that way. At the same time, kick up your right leg, okay? And you can kick it up this way or like this way, however you're comfortable with. But the main point is just like, I'm shutting it down. You go 7 and 8 and On 8, you're like, pah. You're slamming something onto the floor. You don't actually have to touch the floor, but just pretend, yeah. You're like 7 and 8 and So put a little bit of force in those two moves. You're like shutting it down, okay? So after we go